Hey guys, and welcome to our Tokyo's Tuesday post. Obviously, this is the video where we take one move out of our strength and conditioning program and just spend about sort of 10 minutes or so taking you through step by step how to perfect the move, a few little tips and tricks, and just giving you a bit more of a idea behind why we use it and what it works as well. So, Kettlebell Thruster is our move this week, taken from our strength and conditioning program. A lot of you have done these plenty of times, but some people obviously still find certain little things, certain little elements of it quite difficult. So all we do today is just break it down step by step, take you through it, tell you what it works, and give you a little bit of a helping hand as well. So Kettlebell Thruster, to begin with, it's a full body move anyway. Not only will it work your legs, your shoulders, your arms, everything else, it will also affect your core stability because you're going to need to stay stable throughout the whole move, and it's also going to elevate your heart rate, thereby working your cardio as well. So first things first, ideally you normally do it with a kettlebell. A lot of the thrusters we get you guys to do are done with a kettlebell. You can also do it with 2 dumbbells by the shoulder or 1 dumbbell across the body, 2 hands on either end if your weights are too heavy. So what we're going to do first is demo the move as a whole and then break it up step by step. So a kettlebell thruster will look like this. You lift the kettlebell up to the chest. You can hold it any which way you want, upside down, tilt it towards you, hold it by the horns there like Thomas is now. It's entirely up to you, it's more of a personal preference thing. You're going to sit down low into a squat, elbow to knees. As soon as you're ready, you're going to drive up through the heels, locking out the elbows at the top as you drive the arms up above the head going slightly through the arms as you can see as well. As soon as that kettlebell comes back down towards you, then you want to begin your next rep. So first things first, what we're going to do is break up into stages. First stage being the squat. So whenever you start a squat, I'll always tell people, I talk about this quite a lot, is sending your hips back first, like so. If Thomas is stand up and he leads with his knees are going to go over the top of his toes. It's going to put that pressure all down through his knees, through his shins, through his feet, which isn't going to be good for your joints. So hips back first the whole time. What we're going to do now is just take your time, go with your kettlebell guys, we're going to practice 5 reps of the kettlebell squats. Very similar to a goblet squat, but just keep your hands up a little bit higher. So in your own time, we're going to practice this squat now. 3 seconds down, 1, 2, 3. Elbow comes to knee and you drive back up. Just practice 5 reps in your own time on that now. There's only 3 parts to this move, so it does make it fairly easy to coach and go through. Try and keep your hips as square as you can. Once you've completed your 5 reps, keep the kettlebell up by your shoulders. What we're going to work now is our push press, alright? So obviously we're using that momentum out of the legs. We don't want to practice a strict press because it's not the same thing. So what we're going to do is dip the hips slightly and then power back up. But what I want you guys to get in the habit is if you're practicing this now, on that push press you're sending your hips back first. Rather than leading with your knees and doing the push press, you're sitting back and doing the push press. Right, so hips go back and then we're powering up, locking out the elbows above the head, bring your bicep to your ear and your head through your arms slightly. So practicing 5 reps now in your own time. Control the weight the whole time on the way down. Hips back first and powering back up. Good, right, once you've completed your 5 reps there, you can just drop your kettlebell down for a sec. Give yourself a rest, shake out your arms, shake out your legs. And then what we're going to do is get into now 5 kettlebell thrusters. So start to finish, you bring the kettlebell up to the chest, sinking down low, elbow to knee, and then as soon as you're powering up with the legs, power up with the arms at the same time. In your own time now, carry on with your 5 reps at home. Good, it's quite a nice steady tempo, especially when you're controlling the weight back down to the chest again from being up above the head. Once you've completed your 5 reps, you can rest there. So what we're going to talk you guys through now is just a few little tips and tricks to help you. Other options you can do, as I said before, you can go with 1 dumbbell, which is going to be, for instance, we're going to use a 10 kilo, and you can just turn that lengthways across the body, sinking down low into a squat, elbow to knee again. The process is the exact same, so you can always give that a go if your kettlebells are too heavy. Equally, you can go with 2 dumbbells where you just bring them by the shoulders, which we'll show you that anyway, whilst we've got you. So you bring in both dumbbells up to the shoulders, like so. Try and keep the elbows in nice and tight to the body. This is going to make it a little bit harder because obviously the free weights, there is exactly that more free movement. So you need to make sure you're nice and stable the whole time throughout that move. Alternatively as well, guys, you can make it a little bit harder by using one kettlebell, one dumbbell, whatever it is, and going for a single arm, which will look something like this. Bringing it up to one side, the other arm can go out to the side behind you, wherever you feel comfortable. You can sink down low into that squat and powering up the exact same as you would. Obviously, it's going to offer a little bit more stability on that one side. However, points to note, when Tom sits down to squat now, if it's single arm, his elbow isn't going to touch his knee because obviously he's trying to balance that kettlebell on the side. So just bear that in mind. You haven't got to worry too much about keeping that elbow there to try and touch your knee. If you're working one side or the kettlebell's at the chest, then elbow to knee. If you're on single arm, that elbow's going to have to be slightly elevated up to the side just to make it that little bit more comfortable. So there you go, guys. That's your kettlebell thrusters, and then a few alternatives to make it either easier or more difficult for you, depending on your weight, depending on your ability, and so on. Give it a try at home. Let us know how you get on, and if there's anything you guys want to see in particular, let us know, and we can put that into a video as well. If you need any help, then contact myself directly, and I'll take you through some more technique stuff if you need any ideas. But otherwise, yeah, enjoy, give it a try at home, and then hopefully that'll lead to better kettlebell thrusters in the strength and conditioning program. Cheers.